Listen, sometimes we forget. You are you, and I am me. But the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's him. So here are my top 5 most aura-filled moments of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let's go. Number 1, during the Battle of Uhud, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had his face struck by Ibn Qami'ah, and as his face was bleeding, instead of complaining, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam wipes the blood from his beard and he makes dua for his people. What dua did he make? 1 second. Thank Allah for Deen, buddy. This thing's like a cheat code. If they had this, they wouldn't need me to upload. Oh, I mean, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Oh Allah, forgive my people for they do not know." Number 2, during the Battle of Hunayn, the Hawazin tribes launched arrows into the sky as if to blot out the sun. In fear, everyone fled except the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He charged towards the arrows, saying, "Ana nabiyyu la kadhib. Ana ibn Abd al-Muttalib. I am the Prophet and it is no lie. I am the son of Abd al-Muttalib, and no one was braver than him that day." Number 3, on the day of Badr, the Sahaba became afraid knowing that they were about to fight 1,000 enemies. But what did the Prophet ﷺ do? He began pointing at the floor saying, "Here, here, here." When the Sahaba asked what he was doing, he said, "Nothing. I'm just pointing to where their leaders will fall. This is where Abu Jahl will fall. This is where Umayyah ibn Khalaf will fall. This is where Uqba ibn Abi Mu'ayt will fall." And all of them fell where the Prophet said they would fall. Number 4, the Prophet ﷺ was once having a nap underneath a tree when a man came and grabbed the sword of the Prophet ﷺ off the branch, pointing it at the Prophet and saying, "Oh Muhammad, who's going to save you from me?" Without missing a beat, the Prophet looks up and he says, "Allah." And the force of the Prophet ﷺ saying that causes the man to drop the blade. The Prophet catches it, points it at him and says, "Now who's going to save you from me?" And last but not least, number 5, after learning about Dajjal, the Sahaba radiallahu anhum ajma'in became so afraid that they were petrified. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told them, "Do not worry. If he appears while I am amongst you, I'll fight him on your behalf." Cold. That's all for now, but if you want to know more about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, stay tuned. Or yes, you could ask Deen Buddy, but stay tuned.